Here are the timestamps, which can also be found in the description. Faction Syndicates. Everything I say in this section applies to all 6 of the faction syndicates. There are 2 main ways to farm syndicate standing. First, we have the sigil. If you equip a sigil and gain affinity, a percentage of it will be converted to syndicate standing. Higher tier sigils convert a bigger percentage. While this method has a daily cap, since it is passive, you can gain standing without even trying to. But if you want even more than that, you should try doing daily syndicate alerts since they can bypass the daily cap. Conclave. The best way to get Conclave standing is by finishing weekly challenges, which are these ones right here, but you can't do them alone, so you'll need a partner. If by some miracle some random unwanted player joined your session, you can always change your server, just do know it only works on public. Cephalon Simaris. In case of Simaris, the fastest way is stealth scan. Sedna missions are the way to go, but if you ask which mission exactly, that depends on your daily cap. I would say try a Dara Sedna with an Octavia or Ivara or any stealth frame really. Stealth scan enemies in a room and then kill them. If your daily cap was done and you notice you're wasting your time by having to kill all the enemies in the mission, then maybe rescue is for you. But if you notice one Adora run isn't enough to hit your daily cap, then try Steel Path Adora, which can max your daily cap in under 5 minutes even if you have the biggest possible daily cap. Ostrons. I recommend animal capture. Ideally, you would get Mergu lure and pheromones and figure out which active spots are Mergu and go back and forth between those. But I would say take a few from every pheromone and farm whatever you get, as that is more realistic. You can speed up finding the lure spot by using Arcwing and going up till the grass is outside of render distance. This way you can find the spawner right away most of the times. Don't forget your Ivara so you can be invisible and put the animal to sleep instead of using the tranquilizer. Also, try and put as much enemy radar on your build as possible, as that shows the animal too. Random spawns around the map are also pretty neat, so pay attention to the animal sounds. The Quills. There is only one way to get Quill standing. Give sentient cores or Narmer Isoplast to the Quill. The sentient cores are from Eidolons, and I am 100% sure if you have a proper team with the right gear, it is way faster than farming Narmer Isoplast for standing. But as someone who doesn't like the design decisions behind Eidolons, my choice is Narmer Isoplast. Solaris United. It is about the same story as Ostrons, except instead of going for Mergus, you're going for Kuprodons, Horosks, and Stovers, with pheromones if possible. Since Fortuna has higher value animals, its standing farm is even faster than Ostrons. And as you're out in the field, listen carefully. If you hear an animal sound, that is easy standing without having all the extra steps. Vox Solaris. Lazulite toroids are worth 12,000 each, and you can get them pretty quickly. But that assumes you have diluted Thermia to actually start the mission. If you don't, then I would say try farming toroids with a farming squad, something like Necros plus Korra. I would recommend Temple of Prophet, but all toroid farming locations are about the same. Vent Kids. If you're a K-Drive master, you can easily farm standing by just doing tricks, but that isn't the viable option for most of you watching this video, so just repeat races. Entrati. In case of Entrati, straight up mother tokens with the highest tier non-steel path bounty is the way to go. They have significantly nerfed animal capture and even fishing as methods for direct standing farms. But if you use this method, the overall daily farming time is actually reduced. Necraloid. Isolation Vaults. Specifically, the mechs drop what you want. So ideally tier 3 Isolation Vault to get 3 mechs with 1 guaranteed Animus Matrix from each one. But if that isn't viable for you, then tier 2 to get 2 mechs each giving you a Ballistics Matrix. But that should be a last resort. Try to get a team for tier 3s instead, if possible. The Holdfasts. In case of Holdfasts, your best bet is a max level Extermination bounty which has a requirement to kill a Void Angel. It is not always present, but when it is, you gotta jump on it and farm as much as you can. If one of those wasn't available or it was a low level one, then use the highest tier bounty unless it was a mobile defense, in which case try one lower. And if you have a full team, you can use Loot Radar plus Zaku or similar tactics to get yourself the Void Plumes scattered around the map. Ideally, I would say 1 for objective, 1 for killing the Void Angel, and 2 searching the map for Void Plumes. If you found this video useful, feel free to like the video and consider subscribing, but more importantly, make sure to comment, even if it is the most pointless comment in existence. You might notice the video doesn't claim to be the best, just my recommendations, so feel free to disagree with me in the comments. There's also my Discord server in the description if you're into that sort of thing. So I'll see you guys next time, and bye bye!